Students, a very good morning. So it's again a pleasure to come and meet you in the online class. So before we start the session, let's begin with the Lord's Prayer. So close your eyes, bow your heads. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So, before we continue, let me apprise you of what we have seen in the last class, in the previous class. Okay. So we were talking about Mary Kom, right? Who was termed as the queen of boxing. So, last time, what did we see is Mary Kom. She returned from a Bangkok championship, and as soon as she returned from Bangkok championship, she was selected by the International Boxing Association for the 48 kg category. You know, in boxing you have different weight categories. So under 48 kg category, she was selected for international boxing, and so she had to go for this boxing match to Pennsylvania, USA. So it was between November to December 2001, right? So for going there, you need money, and a father was able to collect only 2,000 rupees for a trip. So with this 2,000 rupees, yeah, it was a difficult task. No, because of the expenses involved. So it's a very difficult task to manage the 2,000 rupees. So what happened? She told to a friend Onla. According to if you just read the history of Mary Kom, Onla later became a husband. So she told to a friend Onla. Onla, what happened? He took some of the students along with the elders, and they went and approached two MPs. One MP offered 5,000 rupees, the other MP offered 3,000 rupees. Totally, they got a sum of 8,000 rupees from the MPs plus the 2,000 rupees from uh, a father. So totally, she had a sum of a princely sum of 10,000 rupees. Now, Mary Kom came from a poor family, so it shows how poor she was, right? And some of her well-wishers gave her some money. So with 10,000 rupees and with with a little thing that she collected from well-wishers, she set off to USA. Right. And while she went to USA, she made a determination in her heart that she will not return empty-handed. So what happens? She goes to Pennsylvania, right? And when she gets down in Pennsylvania, everything. When she got down in Pennsylvania, the weather was very pleasant. The weather was very pleasant, and it was very beautiful. People were nice to her, and whatever little she was able to see, because when she got down in Pennsylvania from the airport, she was taken directly to the directly to the uh, that area, that boxing area where she had to fight. So directly she went there, and she was not able to see much outside that camp area. So, but whatever little she saw, it was pleasing to her eyes. That's what she says. And she was the last team to arrive there. All her other teammates, they already completed the weigh-in, that weighing in. In other words, what they used to do is, before a boxer enters into the match, they will try to they will try to measure his weight. And after that, the procedure of knowing the weight, then they will try to send him to the match. So likewise, so Mary Kom, she also had to undergo that process, and luckily for her, her match was postponed to the next day. All her teammates, other teammates who arrived before her, right? The weighing in process was over, and they had the match on the same day. So to travel from India to America is almost around 24 hours. So she started in the morning and she landed the next day morning. So she was suffering a jet lag. See, normally, when we are going in the bus, also sometimes we feel so tired, right? We feel like taking some rest. Like that, she had a jet lag. Jet lag means she was because of the travel. She was tired, and because the match was postponed the next day, it was lucky for her because she could take good rest and then meet her opponents, afresh in the ring. So what happened the next day? She, she she started to have a first. I mean, she continued her boxing match. And normally, here is an Indian girl. She's trying to represent India in the international boxing, and she had a little fear. But as she no, but as she entered the ring and she faced the boxers, her fears were gone. She became very confident that that she can easily take on she can easily do the boxing. They were not so tough for her. Whereas her teammates, they were continuously losing in the matches. She kept on winning in her matches. So she went like that to the quarterfinals. She was able to reach a quarterfinals, easily defeating her opponents, her rivals. Then in the quarterfinals, she had to face Nadia Hokmi of Poland. Now, Nadia Hokmi, when she was fighting Nadia Hokmi of Poland, the referee stopped the contest. They called it RFC, right? When the rival or when the opponent is very weak, not in match to her contender, they will stop the fight. So she won by RFC. So the referee stopped the fight. Then in the semi-finals, she had to face Jami Behal. Jami Behal was from Canada. So she won the match 21-9, right? And then she moved on to the finals. In the finals, she met Hula Sain, and she was defeated by 13 to 5 points. Now, she felt she was very disappointed at this defeat because she was confident to win the gold medal and she was all set to win the gold medal. And because of that thing, she wept very bitterly. She went to her room and wept bitterly. Our coaches consoled her. They said she has won a silver medal for India, and they appreciated her for that silver medal, and they consoled her. She was, she was though she was comforted, but she was greatly disappointed by the fact she was not able to win the gold medal. But what she was able to take away from this match was the conviction that she can the conviction that she can take on any boxer. So her confidence, grew strong because of her boxing experience that she gained. That she experienced, right? The boxing experience she had with the boxers till her semifinals that gave her the confidence that she can take on any boxer. Then she tells how she got used to travel, and she explains and she just tells her an incident that she faced in China. So this is a little off the main subject. So she tells how she faced an incident in China relating to her food. She said, a matter of eating. See, normally here in India we are used to eating in hands, right? When you go to when you go to a European nation or American country, they eat with the spoon and fork or with the fork and knife, right? She was not used to that kind of eating, so she had to practice hard and get over that hurdle, right? So she had practiced to eat with the spoon and fork, right? But now in China, the way they eat was different. They use something called chopsticks. They try to eat the food with the help of chopsticks. I showed you the picture of the chopsticks, right? So this is a chopstick, two sticks. So with the help of the two sticks, they will eat. And it was very difficult for her and teammates to eat food and chopsticks. But somehow she was able to push a food down the throat. She was able to somehow manage it. And after 5 years, she took a decision that she will not go anywhere without home food. So she used to always carry packed home food with her, right? And now coming again back to the topic, coming again back to the main story. Now, after she won silver medal in the international boxing, and she returned back to India. At the Delhi airport, she was given a very warm welcome. She was given a very warm welcome at the Delhi airport, and then she was taken to our own state, Manipur. She was taken to the capital of Manipur. Capital of Manipur is what? Imphal. And there, they greeted her with garlands and all that. They gave her a very rousing welcome also in Imphal. She was greeted there. And then after that, she was taken to a place called Langol in Manipur. So now Langol is a place where you have government quarters there, right? And they arranged a felicitation program there. And along with her, there was another mentor, Oja Dumcha, his name, right? Now, he was a bronze medalist in 1981 Olympics. So, he has trained many, he's given training to many Manipurians, and they have won in many levels in national game and Olympics, and he's also produced 2 gold medals. This Oja Ibomcha, right? So he was also felicitated in that in that Langol in the felicitation program which they kept Langol area. He was also felicitated along with Mary Kom. Right, and then so till this we saw last session. Now we continue from here. Okay. On my return, Delhi gave me a warm welcome at the airport. Back in Imphal, I was greeted with garlands and drumbeats and dancing. There was a victory ride across town. A felicitation program was held in Langol, an area that houses the government quarters. Thanksgiving prayers were said and words of praise and adulation. Adulation is nothing but appreciation. It's also praises, right? So words of praise and adulation were showered on me. I was presented with a traditional shawl, right? Oja Ibomcha was also present and was duly felicitated. I told you, Oja Ibomcha was a first medalist. I think was a first medalist in Olympics from the state of Manipur, right? And he has trained several boxers in Manipur, and Mary Kom was also trained under him. So when I spoke to the people in Langol that day, I spoke of my hope that I would win gold in future tournaments. So she tried to convey the message that in the coming matches, she will win gold, right? Okay, now let's continue. That first international medal, a silver, will always mean a lot to me. The fight and all that followed are clearly etched in my memory. But deep inside, I was not happy with the silver. As I touched down in India, I vowed that the next time I would bring back a gold. I knew I was good enough. So what she's trying to tell in this paragraph is, all that happened. Say her first medal was a silver, and it meant a lot to her. Because, right, meant a lot to her. And she says all that fight that took place in Pennsylvania, USA, all those boxing matches, it was clearly, it was very clear in her memory. She was able to, see that she was able to retain all those matches in her memory. And deep down inside, she was not happy with that silver, right? And she says when she touched India, she made a promise, a vow. Vow means a promise. The next time she will bring back gold. Mary Kom knew very well that she was good enough, right? And she made that vow that When she returns next time to, when she returns back to India from any match, she will come back with a gold. Okay. The silver in Pennsylvania and prize money from the government put an end to my immediate financial worries. See, the government offered a prize money, right? Because she won gold for not only, she won silver not only for her, but also she represented the Indian country. So it is also a pride for the country. So the Manipur government, offered her a prize money. So what she's saying here is the silver which she gained in Pennsylvania and that money that she got from the government was able to take care of her financial problems. Was able to take care of her financial problems. But it was a temporary thing, right? Now the government gave her the money. How long will that money will take care of her financial worries? Let's continue. But I wanted a job too, for that alone can bring me long-term security and steady income. So that makes her to come to the conclusion that she needs a steady job, right? She wants a steady income. She needs a steady job, right? Now the income that she's getting from the max, because you have seasons, right? The boxing match will not be continuously held. There'll be breaks in between, and you cannot expect a continuous flow of money to come. Only when you have the boxing matches, there's a chance of you getting the money, right? So she needed a regular job, a government job. She needed a job assurance, right? She needed a job guarantee assurance so that she could get a steady income. So she was longing for a government job that will offer a steady income. So what happened? That also came our way, right? Also around the time I was getting married, she was also that time she's talking about after coming from Pennsylvania. So she right around 2005, I was getting married. I had no savings except a couple of life insurance policies. So here it clearly presents the picture how poor Mary Kom was, right? She did not have any investment. She did not have any savings. The only thing she had was a couple of life insurance policies, right? And she had to concentrate in boxing also, right? If she had a good financial backup, right? She could she could fight a boxing matches without any mental worries. So the job requirement was very urgent for her, and she says she was about to get married, right? Then she went to the second world. She went to the second world championship match, and she tells here, after my second world championship gold, the Manipur government offered me the post of sub-inspector, which I accepted in 2005. I had long dreamt to getting a government job through the sports quota, and it was finally fulfilled. I earned a salary of rupees 15,000 in the first job. So what she says here is, she appeared for the second world championship. In the second world championship, women's boxing, she earned a gold medal, and the Manipur government, to honor her, gave her a job, right? A government job. The job that she got was a sub-inspector job. She got this job in 2005, right? She got a government job in 2005, sub-inspector job, and the salary fixed for the job was 15,000 rupees. And she got this job through the sports quota. There is a regular way, regular stream. You get a job, and through sports quota also, because of because you represent the nation, state, and all that. Even through that, there's a high chance of you getting a job. So through the sports quota, she got a sub-inspector job. And that was her dream. And finally, that dream was also fulfilled. The thing about jobs that are obtained through the sports quota is that we are not required to go to work as regularly as our colleagues because we tend to be away at camps and tournaments through much of the year. I go to office when necessary, and every time I need to go out of station, I'm required to take leave and inform the department. So, what is the advantage which what is the advantage which sports people had, right? Was that they can they never need to go. They never need to go to work regularly as the other employees, right? Um, because sports people, they'll have training camps, right? They'll have matches and all that, and because of that, right? They will not have the chance of regularly attending the work like other colleagues. But whenever they go out of station, right, they have to inform the department, right? They have to get the permission, and then they can go out of station. So that was the advantage for the sports people, and the salary also will come into the account. Okay, so that was the advantage that she had. I mean, sports people have when they go to the sports quota. They join a company, a bank, right? They have this privilege. Okay. My medal haul continued after my marriage. Now she was married somewhere, around 2005. So before 2005, right, she had already faced two international matches. One was in Pennsylvania, and she also had a second World Championship match, right? She won gold in the second World Women's Championship, and on that basis, the Manipur government offered her a job, sub-inspector job, and with a salary of 15,000 rupees. Now that she got the job in 2005. Now it was around that time she got married, right? Now what happened is she's saying in the next paragraph, my medal haul is not it's HAU hall, right? HAUL. So medal hall means collection of medals, right? It's called a medal hall. My medal haul continued after my marriage, putting end to speculation among my family and friends around that particular topic. So after she got married, so normally the Indian mentality, so to say, right? When you after you get married, you will not perform well in your specifically when it comes to sports, right? Specifically when girls get married, they will not perform well after marriage. So that is a general Indian opinion, so to say, right? Now what happened? She was able to put an end to that speculation, right? Everyone, family members, friends thought that she will not win medals after the marriage, but she proved them wrong, right? And she goes on to say, I retained the world title in the third World Women's Boxing Championship at Podolsk, Russia. See her. So before marriage, she already faced two international boxing championship. Now after her marriage, she faces a third boxing championship, right? And the third boxing championship was held in Podolsk, Russia in 2005, right? Sarita, who had won the bronze, and I were given a hero's welcome at the Impal airport. We were taken to the Bhakya Chandra Open Air Theatre, where a grand reception was organized. So she represented India for the third World Women's boxing championship. So that boxing championship took place in Russia at Podolsk, right? And she won gold there. She won gold in that tournament. And Sarita, right, won bronze. So when they returned back, they were given a hero's welcome. They were, they were greeted. They were treated very well, and they were also greeted very well at the Impal airport in Manipur, right? And they were taken. They were taken to Bhakya Chandra open air theater. Open air means what? You will not. It is open ground, right? Where all will be seated. They'll be having a stage, and it will be an open ground where uh, the public will be seated. So at Bhakya Chandra open air theater, a grand reception was given to both of them. So I had a good run. Then she continues. I had a good run from 2001 to 2004. I won several goals, right? So she's talking about her experience. That is about her medal haul from 2001. 2001, she started her Her international boxing. 2001. So from 2001 to 2004, she says, I won several golds. All the senior women's boxing championships. So senior women boxing championship, she won all golds. Then second women's boxing championship, 2002. So second women's boxing championship, there she won gold. It was in 2002. Then second Asian women's boxing championship at Hisar. So 2001 international boxing, 2002 the second women's boxing championship. Then in 2003, second Asian women's boxing championship at Hisar, right? Then and the Witch Cup, and then she went on to win the Witch Cup boxing championship at Pécs, Hungary. In spite of this, when I got married, so she's giving an update from 2001 to 2004, right? After 2001, she won continuously gold medals till 2004, right? And in spite of the gold medals she won, right? When I got married, everybody was doubtful that my medal haul would continue. But after the wedding, I participated in and won a gold in the third and fourth World's Women's Boxing Championship in October 2005 and November 2006. So, so before marriage, I told you she got married somewhere around 2005. So even before her marriage, that is between 2001 to 2004, she gives an update of winning several gold medals, right? We see her. We see the different matches, boxing matches she participated and won the gold medals. And in spite of winning these gold medals, her family members doubted that she will, continue, right, to win gold. I mean, they were doubtful whether she will win medals after her marriage. I mean, they were very doubtful that after her marriage she will not win gold medal. But she proved them wrong. She proved them wrong, and after marriage only, she appeared for the third World Women's Boxing Championship. So she says the third and the fourth World's Championship boxing matches, she won gold medal and proved her family and friends that they were wrong in their speculation. So the third boxing championship was held in October 2005 and fourth was in 2006. There were a number of other international level championships in Taiwan, Vietnam, Denmark, and so on. But it was retaining my world title in 2006 So in between, after that, again she had before she faced the fourth match, they were she went to other matches in between. But what uh, was very remarkable to her, right? It was that it was the fourth match. Why? She says, retaining my world title in 2006 by defeating Steluta Data of Romania 22-7 at the fourth World Championship in New Delhi, that I consider one of my greatest achievements. So what was her greatest achievement? Her greatest achievement was winning gold in her home country at New Delhi, right? Against Steluta Data of Romania. So she won Steluta Data of Romania 22-7 points, right, at New Delhi in India. And that was one of her, she considers that as one of her greatest achievements because she won it in India. It is probably the most memorable for me because I was able to win at home. The other Indian boxers also performed exceptionally well. India won 4 goals. So she says India won 4 goals, 1 silver and 3 bronzes. So she's talking about the total medal tally. Many of them participated in different sports. She's talking about the total medal tally that India received in the fourth, in this match. So 4 goals, 1 silver and 3 bronzes. And our team won the overall title. So our team won the overall title. With this hat trick of world championship wins, the media christened me Queen of Boxing, Magnificent Mary. So if you, if you win continually, right, 3 times and more, right, it is called a hat trick. Continually 3 times you win without a break. And after that, 3 or more times, if you win continuously, it is an hat trick. And because of her hat trick in boxing, she won continuously gold, right? 3 times and more she won continuously gold. And because of this hat trick, the media christened her as the Queen of Boxing and Magnificent Mary. So she earned the title Queen of Boxing and Magnificent Mary. And that is what the name of the lesson is, Queen of Boxing. Okay. So let me apprise what we saw today, right? So we saw she was given a warm welcome at Delhi airport, at Impal, the country, the capital of Manipur. She was greeted, right? She was greeted with garlands and all that. Then she was taken to Langol. Langol is a place where they house the government quarters. She was felicitated. That is, she was honored along with Oja Ibomcha, who was a mentor, trainer and mentor. She was honored along with him. Then she gave a speech at Langor telling that in the future tournament she will win gold. Right? Then she tells all the matches that she fought in Pennsylvania, USA, it is clear in her memory. Right? It is clear in her memory. And she vowed, she made a promise within herself. When I come, when in the next match, I will surely bring gold to India. Right? And then we saw she had a lot of financial problems. She comes from a poor background. She had a lot of financial worries, and the money that she got from the government, right, the silver medal from Pennsylvania, and the money that she got from the government was enough to take care of her financial worries for a short time. But what she was longing for, a steady job with a steady income, and that came when she won a gold in the second world championship. The Manipur government, what happened? Gave her a government job. She got the job of a sub inspector with a salary of 15,000 rupees. And now her financial worries were taken care of. Now, then she tells the advantage of, employees going to the sports quota. What is the advantage for them is they never need to go regularly to the office or companies uh, like the other colleagues, right? Because sports people normally they'll have training camps, they'll have matches, and they cannot go regularly as other employees. But before going out of station or going for training matches, they'll have to ask permission from the authorities that in that department, and they can leave. So that was the advantage of sports people. Then she tells she was able to win gold continuously after that. And her family members and friends, they doubted whether she will continue winning gold, right? And it tells that she proved them wrong. And then she tells about her win in the third World Championship match, right, which was held in Russia. And she tells that along with Sarita, she won the gold, and Sarita, she won the bronze. And both of them were given a greeted warmly at Impal, and at Baki Chandra Open Air Theatre, a grand reception was organized for them. Right. Then she tells how she had a good run from 2001 to 2004. She just gives an update of the matches she won. Right. That is before her marriage. And after her marriage, she won the third World Championship and fourth World Championship matches she won in 2005, 2006. And though she won, after that, she won several matches. Before a fourth World Championship match, she won many boxing matches. She won gold in many boxing matches. But what was um, a greatest achievement, what she considers as the greatest achievement, was that fourth World Championship match. It was held at New Delhi in her own home country. She won gold by defeating Stulata Datta 22-7. She defeated Stulata Datta 22-7 points at New Delhi, and that she considers as a great achievement. And because of the hat-trick win she had in boxing, she continuously see hat-trick. I told you, when you have 3 or more wins, it's called a hat-trick. And because of a hat-trick win in boxing, the media present her as the queen of boxing and magnificent lady. Okay, now just turn your page, right? Go to the book back side of your book. Book back. Let's answer the book back questions here. Okay. Now they are giving you antonyms. If you just go see in page 38 of the old book. Page 38. Amateur. Who is an amateur? Opposite of amateur is what? Professional. Compulsory is optional. Traditional. Modern. Expensive. Cheap. Hopeful. What's the opposite of hopeful? Determined. Accepted. Opposite of accepted is refused. Now they are giving you certain abbreviations. Let's go through the abbreviations very fast. What is IELTS? International English Language Test System. GST, Good and Service Tax. Then TNPSC, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission. STD, Subscriber Trunk Dialing. ISD, International Subscribers Dialing. Right? Master of Business Administration. Master of Human Resource Development. GPS, Global Positioning System. NSS, National Service Scheme. PTA, Parent Teachers Association. NGO, Non-Government Organization. ICU, Intensive Care Unit. IIM, Indian Institute of Management. MRI, Magnetic Resonance Imaging. Magnetic Resonance Imaging. ECG, Electrocardiogram. NCC, National Cadet Corps. CORPS, right? Then LED, Light Emitting Diode. CPU, Central Processing Unit. CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. GDP, Gross Domestic Product. LCD, Liquid Crystal Display. NRI, Non-Resident Indian. IIT, Indian Institute of Technology. ITI, Industrial Training Institute. So this is what is given in the old book. So if they are given any extra abbreviations, Try to fill it up. Then form the opposites of the words given below by prefixing un, in, dis, ir in approximately. So the first word, it is unfortunately. You try to add the prefix un, unfortunately. Then disrespect, irrational. Then in, indirect. Then un, uncomfortable, irregular, inactive, disagree, disobedient, discontinue. Then indecent, illegitimate, illegitimate. Then irregular. Then unaware. Then infinite. Then unnecessary. So they are given some idioms in page 40 in the old textbook. Idioms. They are given some of the idioms. So throw in the towel. Normally what will happen is, suppose if a boxer is losing the match, right? What will happen? The manager will throw the towel into the boxing ring. That means what? That is we are closing the match, giving up, right? That is the thing. They'll throw the towel. Next, in our corner. Actually, in a boxing match, a boxer will try to push another boxer to the corner, right? That is one thing. And another thing is, the boxers will, after the first round, second round, boxers will take rest at the corners. So the meaning of this idiom is argument or dispute is on your side, right? The meanings are given below, right? On the ropes. What is the meaning of on the ropes? State of near collapse or defeat. So what will happen is, a boxer tries to push another boxer to the rope, so that he'll be cornered and he can box him well. So on the ropes means it's talking about a state of collapse or defeat. Below the belt. See, in boxing you should not hit below the belt. It is unfair, right? So you should not hit a person below the belt, right? So unfair practice is called. This idiom is used for unfair behavior or practice, right? Square off. Square off is, when they are facing the boxing match, when they are entering into the ring, both boxers will come in the center and they'll face each other. That is, they are ready to fight. That means they are prepared to fight, right? So these are the idioms which comes from boxing, and we use it, in a normal language. We take these idioms and we'll apply it for, we'll apply it in a normal language. Right? The meaning of these idioms is given below. So kindly look at the meanings that is given below. So what's the first A? State of near collapse or defeat. Right? You can use this idiom on the ropes. Unfair practice. Below the belt. Below the belt is the idiom for unfair practice. Then prepare for conflict or prepare for fight. It is square off. Then on your side in an argument or dispute. It is in our corner. Then to give up. To give up means to throw in the towel. Suppose a person gives up. It's called throw in the towel. Now this one, he is right. He is Ovamcha. Right. I told you about the mentor. He is that mentor. So he is receiving award from the governor. Right. He is Ovamcha. This person. Now, here is the marriage between Mary Com and Onler. Now, we see in the front, we see in the second paragraph, Onler. He is Onler. And see, she's along with the children. Onler and 3 children. So she's greeted with the garland at Impal. So it's the first losing match. The first match she lost with Hula Sahin. This is it. Okay, so now get ready for the questioning session. So I just told you about the story. It's a good story. I think you'll be able to answer the questions. Okay. Okay. Okay, shall we start? That's it. These are rough papers, sir. Rough papers, sir. Okay. Madesh, are you there? Madesh.
Yes, sir.
Madesh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Madesh, the question for you is at Langol, right? At Langol, who was felicitated along with Mary Kom? At Langol area, along with Mary Kom, who was honored or felicitated?
Sir, not.
Now, who was felicitated? Who was felicitated? That is, who was honored along with Mary Kom at Langol?
Sir, not able hear, sir.
Not able to hear clearly.
Yes, sir.
I'm able to hear you clearly. No.
Sir.
Who was felicitated or who was honored along with Mary Kom? Who was honored along with Mary Kom at Langol? Can you hear me? Madesh? Madesh, can you hear me?
Sir, not able to hear, sir. Like stuck like coming, sir.
Madesh. I'll repeat the question. Can you hear me now?
Sir.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Along with Mary Kom, who was felicitated at Langol?
Sir, not.
Okay, next person. Kamalesh. Kamalesh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Kamalesh, along with Mary Kom,
Oh,
who was?
Kumara, sir. Kamlesh Kumara.
Kamalesh.
Sir, Kamlesh
Yes.
Kumara, Kamlesh, sir.
Kamalesh.
Sir?
Where,
Yes, sir.
only
Yes, sir.
Kamalesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Okay, Kamlesh, the question for you is, along with Mary Kom, who was honored at Langol?
Moja, sir, something.
Oh, okay. Ivamcha, okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Kamlesh Kumar, for you, question. Kamlesh Kumar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the question for you is, what job did Mary Kom get in Manipur? What the government? Pardon?
Shop inspector.
Ah, very good, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Ah. Amsavardhini. Amsavardhini, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Amsavardhini, where was
Yes,
a
sir.
third world champion match held? Where
Sir?
was a third world championship match held?
First match, sir.
Third.
Third, Podolsk in Russia, sir.
Podolsk in Russia. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Next person. Arjun, are you there? Arjun. 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 Arjun, are you there? Arjun, are you there? Ayan Kumar, are you there? Ayan Kumar, are you there? Cheraladan, are you there? Cheraladan. Cheraladan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Cheraladan, the question for you is,
சொல்லுங்க சார்.
where was our fourth boxing match held? Where was
Fourth,
the
sir.
fourth boxing match? World Cup boxing match. Where was the fourth boxing match held?
New Delhi, sir.
New Delhi, right. Okay. Next person. Taufik, are you there? Taufik? Taufik, are you there? Chris Lauren, are you there? Chris Lauren. Chris Lauren. Chris Lauren. Chris Lauren, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who gave her the title Queen of Boxing? Who gave Mary Kom the title Queen of Boxing? Who gave Mary Kom the title Queen of Boxing? Okay. Next person.
Chris Standard, sir.
Huh?
Chris Standard. Media Chris Standard.
Media. Okay. What's her name?
Chris Lawrence, sir.
Okay. Next person. Sudha Lakshmi, are you there? Sudha Lakshmi? Sudha Lakshmi,
Yes, sir.
are you there? Okay. In the fourth match, against whom Mary Kom fought? In the fourth World Championship match, Mary Kom fought with whom?
Sarita, sir.
Huh?
Sarita.
Sarita, huh?
Yes, sir.
She fought with Sarita? Hello? Sudha Lakshmi, you are wrong. It is not Sarita. It is Stelluta Datta. Okay. So, students, with this, we are closing the session. Until we meet next time. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.